day 5 of my 12 days of Christmas here on YouTube. I'm just so excited. Christmas is my favorite time of year, so I'm just so excited to be sharing all of these 12 videos here with you guys. Today is actually a video that I wish I had when I was going through my quarter life crisis at 25. I'm now 28 and have kind of figured out life, but obviously things change all the time, and I'm just more open to things changing and not so firm in having my heart and my head set on one thing, because you just never know what life is going to bring you. But regardless, I definitely had a quarter life crisis at 25, and I literally wrote down the exact steps that I did and what I wish I would have known to do back then. So if you're going through a period of time where you're feeling a little bit lost, you're not in love with what you're doing every single day, you're not really in love with your life, and you're not sure what to do next, where to turn next, you're going to want to watch this video. I wanted to include this in my Christmas holiday 12 days of Christmas series because the holidays can sometimes be hard when you're going back and you're seeing your family and you're seeing old friends, you're getting together for the holidays. There's a little bit of pause on your daily routine, what you're doing every day, what type of work, where you're going, what you're eating. There's a little bit of a pause, and sometimes that can cause a lot of reflection. So people get things like the holiday blues, and if anyone out there is struggling a little bit and would love just a little bit of guidance, I hope this helps. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. So changing your mind at 25, that can be scary. When we're younger, we always think that we're gonna have it all figured out by the time we're like 21, and that just definitely doesn't happen. When I was 21, I just started grad school for business psychology, and after grad school, I got into a consulting career, and at 25, I actually quit my very successful 6-figure paying job and changed my mind. First things first, I need you to know whatever age you are, whatever phase of life you're in, it's okay to change your mind in what you're doing. We as humans are evolving all the time. Just check out history. So if you're just scared that it's too late for you, it's never too late. Whether you're 25, 35, 60, 80, 90, I don't care. You can always change your mind, because one of the quotes I love is that time passes regardless. Time passes either way. Whatever you're doing, whether you're going after your dream or whether you're staying in the life that you don't really like, time passes either way. We can either work towards those goals or just stay stuck in what we're doing now. So I'm gonna break down my 6 steps on what to do when you're going through this type of crisis and you don't really know what to do next. Number 1 is to make a plan. And honestly, that can be super hard as a first step, because if you're going through something like this, typically you don't really know what to do next. But if you have a general plan of, this is what I don't like to do, this is what I do like to do, or maybe you actually know, hey, I want to get into this career, I actually want to start creating this or build something else. If you have anything like that concrete, write it down on paper, because then you can start building a plan to get from A to B. If your plan involves something like quitting your job or stopping your business, anything that involves ending a source of money for you, I would really suggest working on building up different streams of income, because my tip number 2 is to make sure you have a money plan. Going through this phase of life can be really hard, but you know it's even more stressful, is stressing about money on top of that. That really can weigh someone down, and it doesn't help in trying to be creative and trying to think about your vision for your life and where you want to go next. If you can, try and save money, of course, before you quit or stop doing whatever the money source was. At the same time, just start building up different streams of income. I have a lot of tips for this on my Instagram, actually, if you're interested in this. But making a money plan so you know what your next 6 months to a year, while you're trying to figure things out, looks like. Say you want to go back to school, you're gonna have to figure out a money plan, whether it's loans or using savings. So try and get clear on the money portion. Tip number 3, if you actually don't know what you want to do next and you just know that you don't like what you're doing right now, follow the inspiration. Whatever lights you up in any kind of way, just start going after that. Whether it's interior design, start going after that. Start looking into what a career and what a life would be like if you went